Hey, what's up guys? It's John with NBC, and today I'm going to be doing an Ichiro Albert Pujols trade up challenge. Let's see if I can make one card turn into many. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so like I just said, I am going to be doing an Albert Pujols Ichiro trade up challenge, and the whole premise behind this challenge is I pulled this card. I'm going to put it on the screen for you. As a kid, I was probably not even 10 years old at the time. It ended up being a gold Albert Pujols Ichiro card, and I had forgotten about it for probably 20 years, and then 2020, when the hype came back, I pulled it out, got it graded, and it came back a 9. Well, long story short, I sold that card, and I profited roughly $1,700 off of it, and I thought, hey, I should take that money, invest it right back into Ichiro and Albert Pujols, because these are Hall of Famers, first ballot, no doubters, and see if I can grow my collection, my personal collection, based off of that. So I've actually started this one slightly. So what I'm going to do is show you my spreadsheet. And as you can see here, everything in the green means that I've already sold it. So this was the one that started it all, this Ichiro Pujols gold card. And I sold it and made $1,717 roughly. And so I took that profit, and what I did is I bought this Drew Brees refractor. It turned out that I wasn't able to clean it up, so I just sold it raw, and I ended up making about 40 bucks off of it. And then I bought 4 cards, this Albert Pujols late edition chrome, this Ichiro HGA, and so they actually have original graders. The first one was a BGS 9. I bought an Ichiro Topps Chrome HGA 9, an Albert Pujols Gold 2001, so that's a very similar card to what I had. Tried to fix it up, actually did not get this one graded just because I wasn't able to fix it up enough. And then I got this Miguel Cabrera, kind of saying in that same era, another great 2000, not 2001, but I got that one at a BGS 8.5. And then last but not least, I had an Ichiro, same card as before, but this was an SGC 9. Well, I got them all graded with PSA, and so this is how they turned out right over here. So that Albert Pujols late edition foil card went from a BGS 9 to a PSA 8, so that was not a good start. The Ichiro HGA 9 went to a PSA 9, so a direct crossover from HGA to PSA. I ended up selling this gold card raw, so I bought it for $624 after fees and shipping. I ended up selling it for $700, but because of eBay fees, I ended up only getting $553, so I lost $88 off of that card. But moving along, so that BGS Miguel Cabrera 8.5 went up to a PSA 9, and then the one card that saved my tail, this Ichiro Suzuki SGC 9, bumped up to a PSA 10, and that covered a multitude of sins up here. So as you can see, I had $165 purchase price for that card. They hit me with a pretty hefty grading fee, so they charged me about $60 more because of how it graded, which honestly I was okay with. So my all in on that card was $242. It sold on eBay for $1,850, which means my total sale price was $1,541 after eBay takes their cut, which means I made almost $1,300 off of that one card. So if you look at this, even with that gold Ichiro, so my first, or not the Ichiro, the gold Albert Pujols, the first few cards that I purchased, sorry about that, user error, I ended up making, you can see the total at the bottom, $1,131 off of those first initial cards that I purchased. So I took that $1,700, I bought 6 cards, and I ended up making $1,131 in profit. So afterwards, if you include what I started with, because obviously I got that money back, I had $2,848 to work with. All right, so I took that money and I invested it into more Albert Pujols. This was a BGS 9.5, and I have these cards. These are about to go to PSA, so everywhere you see PSA here means that it is about to be sent off. So there's a lot of cards that I'm about to send and do this exact same thing to see if I can repeat that same kind of magic with this next set. More Ichiro. So yeah, so this is a Topps Chrome, so that's the actual Chrome. This is the card that I started with, Pujols Ichiro Chrome. I did buy another Miguel Cabrera, but it didn't look good. I ended up taking a $30 loss on that one. I branched out a little bit. We got some Aaron Rodgers base Chrome that we're going to be sending. And I'll just quickly go over this. So most of these are graded. These at the bottom are not, and these actually look the best. So there's a Pujols Ichiro. I think that this one has a chance at a 10. I think this one has a chance at a 10. If one of any of these cards comes back at 10, it is going to more than make up for all of the other cards. And I actually think I got better deals on some of these than I did the first go around, but we did break it up a little bit. We bought a Tom Brady. This is his first Topps Chrome card, 2 years after he was a rookie, but still very cool. Don't think I'm going to get that graded. Then I brought this weird Peyton Manning. It's graded by Pro. I really know nothing about them, but it was a 9.5. I think at minimum it gets a PSA 9. And I'm not going to send that one just yet because the current special is 2000 and up. That was a 1998 card. But all in with all of these cards purchased from the beginning, I'm still up $708. So I'm still in the green, $708, and I have all of these cards going to PSA. We'll see how the second wave comes back, but I am feeling pretty good. And if I can PC a couple PSA 10s of these Ichiro or Pujols Chrome cards, I'm going to be ecstatic. So that is where we're at. This is part 1 of the Ichiro Pujols challenge. Hopefully when I get these cards back, I'm going to be able to put part 2 together, and it's going to be real interesting because, as you know, it all kind of depends on who's grading the cards and how they're feeling that day. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I get a good one, but we will see. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you have any suggestions of who I should be doing this challenge with other than Ichiro or Pujols, and as you can see on here, I added Travis Kelce, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers. So some of the older, they're obviously not vintage, but earlier 2000s or even early 2010s. I'm looking and interested in. So throw your suggestions down in the comment section. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys next time.